The great aim of education is not knowledge but action. The ultimate result of shielding men from the effects of folly is to fill the world with fools. Be bold, and everywhere be bold. Whatever fosters militarism makes for barbarism, whatever fosters peace makes for civilization. How often misused words generate misleading thoughts. The preservation of health is a duty. Few seem conscious that there is such a thing as physical morality. Before he can remake his society must make him. If a single cell, under appropriate conditions, becomes a man in the space of a few years, there can surely be no difficulty in understanding how, under appropriate conditions, a cell may, in the course of untold millions of years, give origin to the human race. No man is equal to his book. All the best products of his mental activity go into his book, where they come separated from the mass of inferior products with which they are mingled in his daily talk. There is a principle which is proof against all information, which is proof against all arguments, which cannot fail to keep man in everlasting ignorance. That principle is contempt prior to investigation. They who employ force by proxy are as much responsible for that force as though they employed it themselves. When a man's knowledge is not in order, the more of it he has, the greater is his confusion. We too often forget that not only is there a soul of goodness in things evil, but very generally also, a soul of truth in things erroneous. Science is organized knowledge. And yet, strange to say, now that the truth is recognized by most cultivated people, now more than ever, in the history of the world, are they doing all they can to further the survival of the unfittest. Love is life's end, but never ending. Love is life's wealth, never spent, but ever spending. Love's life's reward, rewarded in rewarding. The forces which are working out the great scheme of perfect happiness, taking no account of incidental suffering, exterminate such sections of mankind as stand in their way, with the same sternness that they exterminate beasts of prey and herds of useless ruminants. Evolution is an integration of matter and concomitant dissipation of motion during which the matter passes from an indefinite incoherent homogeneity to a definite coherent heterogeneity, and during which the retained motion undergoes a parallel transformation. This survival of the fittest implies multiplication of the fittest. Increasing power of a growing administrative organization is accompanied by decreasing power of the rest of the society to resist its further growth and control. No one can be perfectly happy till all are happy. Education has for its object the formation of character. Consumptive patients, with lungs incompetent to perform the duties of lungs, people with defective hearts that break down under excitement of the circulation, people with any constitutional flaw preventing the due fulfillment of the conditions of life are continually dying out and leaving behind those fit for the climate, food, and habits to which they are born, and thus is the race kept free from vitiation. In the course of social evolution, usage precedes law, and that when usage has been well established it becomes law by receiving authoritative endorsement in defined form. Time, that which man is always trying to kill, but which ends in killing him. All socialism involves slavery. This survival of the fittest which I have here sought to express in mechanical terms, is that which Mr. Darwin has called natural selection, or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life. Those who cavalierly reject the theory of evolution, as not adequately supported by facts, seem quite to forget that their own theory is supported by no facts at all. Science is organized knowledge. The great aim of education is not knowledge but action. The profoundest of all infidelities is the fear that the truth will be bad. The ultimate aim of education is not knowledge but action. Life is a smooth relationship between yourself and outside yourself. The belief in the innate virtues of constitutions is as baseless as was the belief in the natural superiorities of royal personages. As long as the acquisition of knowledge is rendered habitually repugnant, so long will there be a prevailing tendency to discontinue it when free from the coercion of parents and masters. Which quotation do you like the most? Don't forget to subscribe.